side kick to the knee, but with de-escalation. Okay, I will not touch your knee. I have good control. He winced. And then maybe a choke behind. Choke from behind.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So Diane is about to show us how many? Three
Maybe
basic moves for self-defense. Probably the most easy and straightforward ones.
Sure.
So I'm excited to see what's about to happen. I'll let you take it away.
All right, thank you. And this is my husband, Tim Kirby. He is 9th degree black belt as well. So he's gonna be my uke. Is what they call it.
Okay.
The bad guy,
All
basically.
right.
So you want me to do the front choke?
Yeah,
Or you
sure.
want to do that? Okay. So this is one of the things that there's a situation where somebody's coming. No, I'm fine. But somebody's coming at you from the front. Okay, their hands are tied up. I like this because I know where his hands are. All right, but I'm going to be able to put my hands together like this and step back and trap. Okay, he's not going to be expecting that. Okay, and if he sees it coming, it's not going to work as well. So I have a backup plan for that too. So what I'm going to do is step back, all right, and all guys stand like that. Okay. If it was a woman attacking me, she'd be like this, but all guys stand like that. So I'm going to pick my knee up and I'm going to punt. Oh yeah. So that would pretty much drop.
Hey, buddy. That's okay. No worries at all. I love dogs.
All right. So the other thing that is really, really important in self-defense is to yell. All right. Because it really throws people off. And you don't want to yell help. You don't want to go fire. You just want to yell because that will attract a lot of attention. It'll make the bad guy. So when I do this technique, he's going to grab. I'm going to trap. Okay. And I'm going to kick. Oh. Yeah, that's a yell. Wow, well, that was my medium yell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
That really came from down here. I mean,
oh yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. If for some reason, what do you want to do for the palm heel?
Oh,
just a lapel grab. Yeah, coming in. Okay. Yeah. All right. So if the guy's more aggressive and comes in, tries to come in with a punch, what I'm going to do is block on this side, and I'm going to take my hand and use the heel of my palm with my fingers out, and I'm going to push up and under the chin. It's not straight up, and it's not straight in. It's a 45-degree angle because that will rattle the brain. I'm not close enough. I need to get up close and personal here.
You said it'll rattle the brain?
Rattle the brain. Oh. Okay, so what it does is, when the quarterback gets sacked and the brain bounces up against the inside of the skull and they lose consciousness, that's a real good thing to do in self-defense.
Yeah.
So you can knock somebody out with that. Boom. Really? This way. And it happens like if he grabbed my, hey! Okay, so I trap, all right? And trapping is important because I know where that hand is that way. And yeah. That makes sense? Yeah.
I mean, most women are going to be attacked by a man by grabbing them, trying to overpower them.
Yeah.
And as soon as I've grabbed on, it really becomes a field day for somebody that knows what they're doing because they've taken the two weapons that they could really hurt you with.
Yeah.
Pull a gun or a knife out or something like that and grab you with them. So they're committed to this. And it's a poor commitment.
Yeah. Then he thinks he's got me, but I got him.
And then another common, most creepy guys sneak up from behind, and so what you find is like a back choke.
Yeah.
People are real familiar with this.
This seems to be the one that women are most afraid of on the street is having somebody come up behind them and choke them. And this is a counterintuitive move because if somebody is pulling up, your instinct is going to be to pull down. And he's going to win because he's bigger and stronger than I am. So I don't like to lose.
Yeah.
So I'm going to change the physics and I'm going to push in. I'm going to kind of tuck my chin this way. But if I push in toward my chest this way, and tuck my chin.
Big, strong guys.
Yeah, I've had some of my black belts pick me up off the ground with one arm, but I'm not getting choked because I'm pushing in. And that's solid.
Okay.
Now,
So you're actually pushing his arm
I'm
into your
pushing
chest.
his arm into my
And-
chest.
Okay.
Right, and then, but wait, there's more.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my little spiky blue heel,
Okay.
and I'm gonna work it all the way down his shin,
Oof.
and I'm gonna bury my heel in his foot.
Thanks for listening.
All right.
Thanks. I told you I had good control. Okay,
All right.
good?
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Go to.
All right.
So then we do. Oh, and from the side. So we also do a piece on de-escalation because there are occasions where there's an altercation or almost an altercation. Somebody has something happens. You hit somebody or you brush them and they get mad at you. And there are some things that you can do to de-escalate. But if the de-escalation things don't work, skip back a little bit. If the de-escalation things don't work, if he's going to take a step and come at me, okay, well, I'm going to go this way. All right. And when I do that, I'm going to take my foot and I'm going to crunch his knee to the ground.
Mm.
All right. You ever heard of an ACL injury?
Yeah, so here I come.
Well,
Boom.
yeah, this way.
And this time
Only his
comes
knees
this
in the way.
foot.
This way. Bam.
So you just
Okay.
lay that
If they,
foot on there and push
yeah,
it around.
and I don't know if people have had ACL injuries or know anybody that has, but they'll be rolling around on the ground. And you'll be walking away calling 911 going, there's a guy on the ground and he's rolling around. I don't know what happened. He must have tripped.
Speaking of the ground, are there particular things that you want to, like, you probably want to avoid letting him get you on the ground, right? Like,
Absolutely.
what's the worst? What are the things that you want to principally avoid?
Well, getting knocked to the ground is one of them.
Yeah.
And if you get knocked to the ground, you want to get up as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Because ground fighting there's so much of an advantage, you know.
As a striker, it's all about reaction time. You know, as soon as somebody puts their hands on you, they think, I got her. I mean, that's just kind of a natural deal. I got her. While they're thinking I got her, bam, bam, it's already too late.
It's over.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And if I miss on here, maybe I am a little bit off. I either do it again or on the way down, plan B is
get his eyes.
I can gouge his eyes.
Yeah. We're putting this manicure to work this week. Yes.
In a real fight, though, you're trying to do several things. If I can poke them in the eyes, take away their vision. If I can hit them in the stomach, which
take away their breath,
take away their breath, or I kick them in the knee and take away their legs.
Fight's over.
You know, if you can't see, you can't fight.
Yeah.
If you can't run, you can't fight. You can't catch me anyway.
Yeah.
And if you can't breathe, you can't live. So when you knock the wind out of somebody, they're only thinking about one thing at that point, and that's breathing again.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to knock the wind out of somebody if you just hit them right in that solar plex.
Okay. And that's not one of the things that we really teach in that situation, because it takes a little bit more training to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But the seeing thing and the wheels thing and all that stuff.
All right.
That's what kind of makes sense. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Is there anything else that you'd like us to do?
That was great.
I could throw him.
You want it? You want to do something crazy?
I have a picture of me throwing. I have black belts in 4 different styles.
What?
And so one of the styles is Aiki Jiu-Jitsu. And Aiki Jiu-Jitsu, it's like you somebody's coming at you and you throw him.
Yeah.
And his feet are going this way, and his head's like that. And the picture's really cool.
What's the best martial art for a woman to learn?
Oh, that depends on the woman. I wouldn't say that there's one particular martial art. It's how you approach it and how intense that you are and how much you train.
Yeah.
I like our style better, Texas brand empty hand.
All right.
Because it's very practical.
Yeah.
And it's simple but effective techniques.
Okay.
We don't like all the fancy schmancy. I don't want to put somebody in a joint lock on the street. I can do that, but what am I going to do if he's in a joint lock? Okay, if I've got him here, okay, and I'm pushing because he's going to the ground. But then what am I going to do?
He's going to get
how was your day?
Right.
While we're waiting on the police.
Right.
So we don't want to do that.
Yeah. Right,
all
right. You want to
martial
get out of
arts-
there.
All martial arts have some great things to offer.
That's right.
It's the martial artist that makes the difference. And what kind of makes ours so effective is the attitude that we do it with. When she was yelling, and she goes from this nice sweet lady to and that's what makes it work.
Yeah.
That reaction time.
Yeah.
And
Do y'all practice screaming in your classes?
No, now that was a very good question. I'm glad you asked that because we differentiate between a scream and a yell.
Oh, okay.
A scream is I'm so afraid,
Yeah.
and a yell is I'm gonna kill you.
All
It's an
right.
attitude thing.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
it's a yell.
Okay.
There is one thing that you can use for a weapon that's not going to be taken away and used against you, and that's a key. Now, a lot of people don't carry keys anymore, but I have these little action self-defense keys.
Oh.
All right, it's your key to safety.
All right.
And as you're walking to your car, you can put your the ring around it and carry it between your thumb and your forefinger.
Okay.
And here's your target right there. Ooh. Okay. If it's too gushy, a lot of women are like, oh, I couldn't poke somebody's eyes out. Then you go for the throat. Now, if the trachea gets hole in it, they're going to be this color, and they're going to be dead.
Nice.
Unless somebody intubates them. So you can gouge all
Probably
right,
deserve
or
it.
you can kill them. It's kind of up to you.
Yeah.
But
All right.
this is for you,
Thank you so much.
and this is for you.
oh, thank you.
So you middle finger?
Yeah,
And then
put it. And so if you let go of it, you still have it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the whole.
Yeah. Love that.